Alan, you're stood in front of a dartboard and targets, the immediate one will be a derby victory over in Gorgie on the 3rd. How's the team shaping up for that?
We'll, as you would expect, we're in fine fettle at this moment in time. The squads of players are really buoyant and very confident. But the nice thing for me is that I'm having to temper that confidence and that enthusiasm at this moment in time, which is great. They're in a really good moment in their football and careers at this moment in time. That they are on top of the game. They're doing everything that's expected of them. So from that point of view, it's everything's good at this moment in time.
Is this the hard part, to actually get a team up to this level, and then it's just a case of maintaining those standards? Is it harder to get to that, or is it harder to maintain those standards?
I think it's always harder to maintain high standards. I think all the work that you do throughout the week and throughout pre-season can get you to a certain level, but the fact where you have to maintain it week in, week out, that comes down to individuals. It comes down to us as staff to make sure that everybody's on the ball. They're not relaxing. They don't think that because they've got to that level, then they stop working hard. If anything, once you get there, you have to work even harder to try and get to that next level, and to maintain the reasons why you've done so well to get there. So from that point of view, we are trying to maintain expectations. We're trying to control expectations and all, which is something very important. And we're trying to manage expectations as well, because when you do well, expectations rise. And from my point of view, that's great, because the fact that we're having to do that at this moment in time means that we're doing something right.
What's your assessment of Hearts? They're obviously top of the league, probably the most consistent team in Scotland on their day. So what's your overall evaluation of them? Well,
the overall evaluation from the beginning of the season to now is that they've been excellent. And you've got to be honest about that. To do what they've done, they deserve credit for. We are going to keep trying to work into the lead that they have at this moment in time. In order for us to cut that down, we're going to need the help of other teams and all. We can't just do it by ourselves. But the most important thing is that we keep focusing on ourselves. I've said it all along from day one. If we focus on ourselves and we perform to a level that we can do, and we've shown, then we are, I feel, as good as anyone on our day. Saturday was proof of that. And the fact that the team has been given the plaudits and the pats on the back for the performance that day, I think is rightly so. It had nothing to do with what Rangers was going on off the field, because as players, they have still got a very strong squad, and they've got players of international calibre, and our lads really went to town with them on Saturday, and they deserve all the plaudits in the world for that, because they were exceptional at times. But we approached the derby on Saturday, and we will have to better that performance. No doubt about that. Hearts they're in a real confident mood. You've got two teams going into the game, and it's quite unique really, because more often than not you have one going into it in form and one going into it out of form. On this occasion, you've got two teams going into it at the top of their game, and it's got the makings of a really exciting game. We hope the two teams do themselves justice from a footballing point of view, and it doesn't become a 100-mile-an-hour frantic game where the quality goes out the window. We'll definitely be looking to try and focus on ourselves as a team, We know what we want to do. We know how we want to play, and we feel as if we perform at the level that we know we can do, we're going to cause Hearts problems.
Just looking then at the situation, the window is now open. What's exactly in store? What can Hibs TV viewers expect to see over the next calendar month?
Well, we've had a really positive Christmas, and we've had a nice Christmas present, and I'd like to start the new year with an even bigger present. And I said before the Rangers game, I wanted to finish the year really positively, and I want to start the year really positively, and we've done half of that, and to finish the other half off against our local rivals would be a really nice way to start the year. You know, I don't think there's an awful lot between the teams, even though there's a big gap. That is because of consistency, not because of the quality of the team on the day. We just need to make sure that we try and get to that same level of consistency as what Hearts have done from the beginning of the season. And I feel as if we're doing that. I think we're unbeaten in 13, 14 games now, which tells you that we are getting to that. Early on in the season, we didn't convert performances into results. We had too many draws, even though I firmly believe that we should have won the games. But the fact of the matter is that we drew too many games.
Obviously, as I mentioned though, transfers, the rumour mill is already in overdrive. Everyone's talking about players coming in, players going out. Can we expect a hectic January, or do you feel it will be minor adjustments here and there?
It will be adjustments. You know, we don't need a major overhaul. We are looking at potentially 3 or 4 players. There may be 1 or 2 that go out, potentially. But as of the window for me is very similar to the one that we entered in September. Is it September? I'm right in saying August. August. Is that even though August we brought a lot more players in, the main elements of the window will be quality over quantity, and the players that we bring in will be worthy of challenging the people that are here already for a starting place.
You're an Evertonian. You were lucky enough to play in the Merseyside derby. Do you feel emotionally that's given you an insight into what it means to our supporters to win this derby? Because obviously traditionally maybe Liverpool have had the upper hand over Everton over recent years. That's certainly perhaps been the case. For whatever reason, in the Edinburgh derby, it will be a sweet victory if we can win there.
To win any derby is a sweet victory. You know, whether you haven't won as many as what you would like to or not. But I've said all along, I could easily be standing in front of the camera now speaking about us having 2 victories in the derbies already this season. That's how close we've been, and that's what football is all about. It's about small margins, fine lines, and unfortunately we've been on the other side of the small margin or fine line. On Saturday, we have nothing to fear whatsoever. That's one of the most positive things you can say to a group of players, because sometimes you say it and you don't believe it, but when I say it, I believe it, and the most important thing is that the players believe it, because they've got nothing to fear. We should have won at home. There was certain moments in the game at Tynecastle that could have easily gone our way, and they never. So it's got the makings of a really good game, and the players are really looking forward to it. They are relishing the challenge of going there and trying to get a result against a really good Hearts team, and I'm sure they'll be relishing the challenge of trying to put one over on ourselves again. But records, whatever you want to talk about, records are there to be broken, and that will always be the case, and records will be broken. It's just a matter of time when that is broken.
Going back to the darts finally, if we can. Yeah. Who is the best darts player here at Hibs? It's yourself. Would you like to show the Hibs TV? Would you like to show the Hibs TV viewers, Alan,
I've got to say,
your skill at the hockey?
I would probably say that
Oh, lights have gone out.
At the
This is live. Yeah.
I would probably have to go for Martin Boxley.
Who's your favourite player?
Darts player?
Yeah.
It'd have to be Phil the Power.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Can we finish on that, Andrew?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. It'd have to be Phil. He is a legend and rightly so in the world of darts, and he's took darts to a level that I don't think anyone would ever have perceived it was going to go to.
So if you were on Bullseye, who would be your teammate? Would you say? Would John Doolan?
Well, we have got our own bully here, as in Andrew Holden. So you won't like me say that, but Taff is our bully. You know, we always have one, but he's fantastic. We love him. We love him really.
You can't beat a bit of bully, can you?
You can't beat a bit of bully.